My name is Kenny Matassin. I am the director of the Ascension Parish Health Department, and the Animal Control Center is under us. The conception of animal control became visible back in 1995 under the administration of Tommy Martinez. He started getting calls from residents that were having different problems. So at that time, we enacted Mr. Pernell Medine to get certified in East Baton Rouge in animal control to do emergency control only. We didn't have any shelters or any places to go other than a few vets that really helped us out a lot, Dr. Bro and Dr. Lipscomb, and Ms. Meek Landry over in Downsonville. We started out just taking emergency calls, and it just started escalating from 95, 96, 97, and the council couldn't come up with any kind of funding mechanism. And in 2001, under the administration of Harold Marshall, we had the groundbreaking of the animal shelter as you see it today. In 2001, we started off with 2 animal control officers and grew to 3, and 1 lady in the office. The calls started off, I think, the first year with about 1,500 calls, and is escalated to today. We're most probably going to run close to 3,000 calls. This is the 3rd administration now that has operated some type of animal control. The Hughes administration has been very friendly to the Animal Control Center and have given us the proper tools to maintain things properly, and we appreciate what the President and the Council do for animal control, as do the people of Ascension Parish.
We'd like to welcome the Ascension Parish citizens to the animal shelter. I'm Michael LeBron, the supervisor. I have 6 employees, 1 office manager, kennel technician, some general help, and other office personnel. The facility offers 29 kennels for dogs, and we have probably housing for 30 to 40 cats or more at a time. We just adjust to whatever the situation calls for us to do.
Hi, I'm Carmen Lloyd, the office manager here at Ascension Parish Animal Shelter. Our facility is located at 9894 Airline Highway in Sorrento, and I would like to give you a tour today of the animal shelter. This is the public entrance and our receiving area, our animal control officer's office, and our public restroom, our shelter supervisor, Michael LeBlanc's office. In our receiving area, we assist the public with strays that they find and animals that they are surrendering because they can no longer care for one reason or another. We also assist the public in adoptions in this area, and everyone signs in our sign-in sheet, and then we start the process. This is our back room that's used multi-use room. We have our temporary caging that holds our intake daily before they go to their permanent caging. We have Gigi here, that is a poodle that just came in today. She was surrendered because the owner is in the hospital and cannot care for anymore. We also have some cats that came in today that will be housed here until their permanent caging is ready. We also use this area to bathe the animals before a viewing and adoption. We also have a washer and dryer to wash and dry our blankets and bedding, especially during winter months. And we also have this room used as our storage facility. We will be starting new construction in January for our new puppy room that will be put in place. We're excited about that.
What we're doing new at the facility is we're adding on a puppy room. Another gift of some funding from HSUS and ASPCA It'll be an 18 by 18 foot puppy room that we'll be adding on pretty soon. And it's really another great gesture by the ASPCA and HUS to help us along in making our shelter animal friendly, a little more animal friendly.
And this is our main kenneling area for the animal shelter, and this is where our animal control officers come in with the animals that they've captured to be processed and tagged and kenneled. Main kenneling area. We have 29 dog kennels with lots of different mixed breed dogs. We have a Cataloola mix here, a Precious Lab mix here. Once the dogs come in through animal control or through the front, they're placed in their main kennels. Strays are kept for 5 working days, and then that gives the owners a chance to come claim. Then the owner's surrendered dogs can be adopted out that same day. These kennels are cleaned on a daily basis. Every morning between 8 to 11, and approximately 3 hours it takes to clean. We have to clean very well to make sure that diseases such as parvo does not spread from one kennel to another or from animal to animal. It's a very important part of our job here. And then we prep it for the viewers to come in from 1 to 4:30 Monday through Thursday, where the public's allowed to come in and view the animals for adoption. We also allow the public that's looking for their animals to come between 8 and 4:30 Monday through Thursday to come view to see if their animal's here. If the animal is not here, then we do a lost ticket up front. And in here is our main holding facility for the cats that we get in at the shelter, and also for the cats that we capture through animal control. We have 20 cages in our cat room to hold the cats that come in through the front as strays or through animal control. Right now we have some black kittens available for adoption, as well as some owner surrender cats that are fixed that would be perfect for a family that would like something a little more independent.
There are busier times of the season than others, spring being more the busy time of the season where a lot of cats come in. And we do pretty good at adoption rate. We move a lot of cats and dogs in and out. We have groups that help us. Rosanna Bass with Paws is one of our big outlets in helping us move. There's different websites that offer assistance for moving different cats and dogs through the shelter. We have a lot of volunteer help that come in and play a large role in helping us function on that level.
I'm Darlene Krieger. I'm the kennel technician for Ascension Parish Animal Shelter, and one of my jobs is to take care of the cats in the cat room. There's an overpopulation of cats in the parish. We get in as many as 10 cats a day, adults, kittens, moms, and kittens. And one of the problems with that is cats are not spayed and neutered. There is a kitten season, we call it a kitten season, normally in the spring, and we get an overabundance of kittens. Normally when a mama cat comes in with the kittens, she's pregnant again. So it's very important to make sure she's spayed after she has her kittens. And here's a perfect example. Here's Mama with all her little babies. And they'll just keep coming in unless they're spayed. She'll end up pregnant again within a couple of weeks if she's not spayed. Hey, Mama.
So you're looking at approximately 45,000 dogs in Ascension Parish and probably around 75,000 to 80,000 cats that this shelter at some point in time will touch someone's home in some way, shape, or form. And we'll have to deal with that lost animal and try to reconnect it. And it's not always happening. I mean, what we do is if they're not, we put them up for adoption. And We have a pretty good success rate on that. We move a good percentage of these animals through different agencies as well as locals that come in. So if people are looking for a pet, give the animal shelter a shot. You know, come in and seek out a cat or a dog at the animal shelter first. It serves a great public service, and it helps the animal. A responsible pet owner is a person who gets their pets vaccinated. You know, and that's a good thing, because getting your pet vaccinated for rabies not only protects yourself, but also protects the animal. It also gives it an ID tag when you go to your local vet and you have rabies shots done. We can identify your pet. If it's lost or strayed or whatever, if it's got loose and it ends up at the animal shelter, we can locate you and put you and your pet back together again.
According to parish ordinance, all Ascension Parish residents must register their animals with a local veterinarian or licensed veterinarian. But the veterinarians are also highly recommending, as well as the animal shelter here, a microchip. This is a display of the microchip located in the glass display. This is the actual microchip that is embedded into the animal skin. It's harmless to the animal, painless to the animal. Inside that small chip is the number that will then link us as we scan the animal to the owner.
And that's what we want to do. We want to reunite these pets with their owners. And one of our major concerns is that the public become aware that they need to get their rabies shots at their local vets, which in turn keeps us informed of who's out there and what. There's roughly about 29,000 homes in Ascension Parish. That represents 2.5 cats per home and 1.5 dogs per household. That's a lot of animals. We have Saks Feed Store, which donates a great number of a poundage of feed per week to us, and that's a great thing. That helps us maintain and keep the shelter going. So does Walmart. Walmart offers us cat food and dog food also. These things are instrumental in keeping the shelter running and moving. We have other organizations, that's HSUS, the Humane Society, ASPCA. They donate a brand new they donated a brand new $40,000 van to us. The van was a gift from HSUS and ASPCA. It was a gift to the Ascension Parish Animal Shelter. Actually, it was a gift to the Ascension Parish citizens, which this van makes it available for our officer to go out and do multiple calls, because it's climate controlled. It has air conditioning and heating, where the officer doesn't have to come immediately back to the shelter to bring the animal in. Now he has time to make more than one call.
My name is William Dixon. I'm Senior Animal Control Officer. This van was donated by the ASPCA and Humane Society, and it helps us do our job. And we have cages that hold all the animals. Right here is one of the doors. Open it up, please. Okay, here's your cages. They have drains in them for cleaning out. The bottom cage is for bigger animals, which I took out the partition in case I have a bigger dog to put in there. This is climate control. Whatever temperature I have as I'm driving, the same temperature is in the back, controlled from the inside the cab. Now back here is an extra compartment, which is where I keep our catch material in. In here we have a net gun donated by Gonzales City, an extra net, and we have, in case the animal is hurt on the road, I have a way to tote him to put him in. I have blankets here in case of any other thing. Here at the back end of the van, which is similar to the side gate, with your cages in here, and I do carry an extra pet taxi in case if you're catching a smaller animal that's hurt. And I have taken a petition out of this one too, for a larger room. Our pet taxi, which is used to carry hurt animals or small animals. And everything is climate controlled in the back. You have lighting system that's controlled through the front. Right here is an extra compartment again. which is similar to the other one. Which this is where I keep my extra net and my catch pole. And I have another pet taxi in here. This is one with the partition in it, which is very easy to take out. Slides in and out. And it has lights in it and air ducts in it for climate control. And it has a backup system on it in case of kids running in the back. So I don't see them, but they hear the alarm. It's equipped for the parish. It does help a whole lot.
Tremendous gift given from people who really care. And we at the shelter would like to say thank you again on behalf of the citizens of Ascension Parish. I have two animal control officers, Davin Miller and William Billy Dixon, who go out and perform a service for the citizens of the parish in taking care of neglected animals, running at large, bite cases, even alligators come into play, and squirrels and coons, but we don't specialize in wildlife. There's times when we need to address it. We try to keep it as minimal as we can. If we have a complaint such as an animal running at large, what it does, it comes into the shelter, it's immediately dispatched to one of our animal control officers who takes the call.
Parish residents call into the shelter at 675-6557. They will be connected to our clerk up front who gets their information and tries to advise them as soon as possible. And then at that point, we dispatch to an animal control officer.
We've recently implemented into the system a GPS program, because the parish is quite large. It's quite large. A lot of streets, a lot of rural area, and it allows our animal control officers to go into the GPS system, punch in the addresses, and get there pretty quick, which makes us pretty efficient about getting to that location.
Hi, my name is Davin Miller. I'm Animal Control Officer for the Ascension Parish. Right now we're en route to a 102 complaint, dogs in the area of park and roam inside the city. We'll get out there and see what we got.
At that point, when he gets there, there's different things that he may run into. It may be a dog just running at large. It may be a vicious dog. It could be just a simple old got lost, don't know where I'm at type dog or cat.
We never can tell, we never know. This one here, I come out here pretty often, and generally they're little lap dogs, or sometimes they're Labradors, or we never can tell until we actually get there. Inside the city there's a leash law, so anytime he's off his leash or running at large. And every now and then we'll get a few complaints that we'll get out here and we just cannot find the dog, or the dog has ran off, and we take a few minutes to look for him, and if we can find him, that's great. If we can't, we wait for another complaint.
The animal control officer who tries to apprehend it, as we all know, some dogs run in the woods and cats run up the trees, and we tend to lose them at times in our trying to apprehend them. But if we can't, what we do is offer at the shelter live animal traps, where a citizen can come in for a nominal fee, which you will be redeemed back to you once you bring the trap back, to try to catch them if we are not able to apprehend them.
These are the live traps we have available for the parish for animals at large. I'll demonstrate how they work. This is what you have to do to set it. You push it in, pick it up, and right here you have a catch that works the pedal inside. You put it like this. Now it's set, all except for putting the food in it. Put the food in the large trap, you come to the back, lift the gate up, you have a cup that holds the food. Put the food in the cup, push the gate back down. You have a hook that you hook back here, which is a snap. Snap it, and the trap is ready, it is set. Now, when an animal comes into the trap, he goes to get the food, he steps on the trigger mechanism, which is right here, and the trap shuts. There's no way of an animal getting out of this trap unless a human lets him out. We do have other traps for smaller animals which set the same way except for one thing. It has a safety lock on it, which you have to pick up the safety lock first to set the trap. And it does set the same way. You have a trigger mechanism. When the cat or small animals step in, that's it. It will not hurt the animals. Animals are safe. There's no danger of the animal getting hurt.
Once the animal is taken in by the animal control officer, who does everything in his power to humanely capture this animal and to take it into the shelter, it's brought to the shelter, where it's brought in, where the kennel technician will check it out for health, see how it is, see if it has any identification on it. At that point, it would be listed as a file number, given a file number, it would be placed into one of the kennels where it would be fed, watered, and hopefully reunited with the owner at some point in time. And we now have on the Ascension Parish channel a segment which includes wanted or reattachment to the owners where these pets have been found at, a particular street or address, and maybe someone will recognize this particular animal and put it in conjunction to who owns it, and we can connect. And that's what our goal is, to reconnect these pets with their owners. We would love for all responsible pet owners to spay and neuter their animals, because we at the shelter say we don't have an animal problem, we have a people problem. A lot of cats and dogs go out and they have unwanted puppies or strays. They wind up running in the streets and become neglected, and then they become wards of the parish, which is additional responsibility that we need to incur as citizens. So if you spay and neuter your animal, we won't have a people problem anymore. One thing I'd like to mention is I'm really pleased with the administration and how supportive they are to the animal shelter and to the causes of the animal shelter and making it work. And there's too many people's names to list, but I'd like to thank them for being as supportive to the system as they have in making the animal shelter work for the citizens of Ascension Parish, all government officials. We'd like to invite the citizens of Ascension Parish to the animal shelter and come out and see your facility and see how it works. See what you're getting for your tax dollars. And there's some hard-working employees here that's really trying to make a difference in Ascension Parish. And I think you'll be pleased in what you see. And if you're not, we're open to suggestions, and you come on in and give them, and we'll take them and run with them. And we have a lot of great volunteers that come in that do some nice things for these animals. They make some bedding. There's a lot of people who really care. They brought in paper and bleachers and things that we need to make the shelter work. And these are only small few things that I mentioned, but the parish in a whole has a big open heart, and we'd like to capitalize that. We know Ascension Parish is growing rapidly, and we welcome the new citizens coming to Ascension Parish to come out and see the facility that we have and what we're trying to do for you.